I wasn't planning to pay for my Netflix account this month, but then I went to the account and I saw that Netflix was advertising the new Witcher series to me, and I was like, fine, I'll pay to check it out. And that was the worst mistake I have made this entire month. I can't believe I'm saying this, but this show is worse than Rings of Power. I thought Rings of Power was bad, but this one is a new low in TV show series. Wow, at least Rings of Power had some likable characters and some good visuals. This one has nothing. It is nothing.
It's shit. It is a table of shit, right?
It is a bunch of nothing. It is maliciously bad and it is insufferable to watch. And I'll just jump straight into why I think it is so bad. Let's have this one scene where it is set in a tavern and we have our main lead character. She's a musician or whatever they call it in the world of The Witcher, and she's playing her instrument, and there are these men who want to molest this little girl. And I'm like, who are these men? We are not told who they are. Why are there so many of them inside the tavern place? We don't know. There's no setup. That's the issue. There's no setup. They're just there because men bad and she's about to whoop their asses. And this girl, the main character girl, she's just portrayed as good as everything. She's good at everything. She's good at fighting, throwing daggers, playing music. She's a Mary Sue-ish type character. And there's this scene, still in the same scene, there's this part where the small girl is about to get molested by this evil white man. And I don't know, she's a waitress or something. She says, please don't touch this girl, she has fits. And I was asking myself, she's not supposed to get molested because she has fits? What about not getting molested because she's a little girl, Don't touch her because she has fits. This show suffers from a lack of setup. There's another scene where we see our main character, man. There's so many characters and they're just thrown at you and you have no time to create rapport with any of them because they have no personality. They're just cardboard cutouts that the script uses to do whatever they want. There's this scene where you see this dude from the dog clan. He's a protector to the princess. He ends up sleeping with the princess. There is no setup for their romance. There is no build up to it. It happens so that they can get caught, so that dog clan protector guy can just be kicked out of dog clan and be banished because the story needs it to happen. Incredibly bad. I noticed that there's also a lot of very annoying accents.
I don't know how you live like this. The smell alone. Oh, you're a seer now.
No, I just don't deny what's in front of my own eyes.
I know the show is set in that European world, but damn, one of the characters had a really bad, heavy, annoying accent which just made it hard to watch. There's also this element in the show where they have characters just spouting exposition and then they cut to another character spouting exposition. For example, Lenny Henry is in this. He was in Rings of Power as the leader of the Harfoots, and now he's here playing Black Gandalf with a beard and a staff. Yeah, to me, he was like Black Gandalf, spouting a bunch of exposition. Then they cut to another character, spout more exposition, and then they show this scene where the lark lady, the musician lady, she's getting caught because of the tavern fight. And how did they find her? Don't know. The script just happens, and she has to be arrested and put in a pit because she has to meet the other dude who was banished. Incredibly bad writing. Incredibly bad writing. Stuff is just happening. Characters are not being built up. They're just cardboard cutouts of characters who just do stuff because the plot needs it to happen. There's this one scene where she's talking to the dog clan dude and she says, I am not a warrior, I'm a bard, something like that. And the script, the dialogue it looks you in the air and tells you what you need to think. It can't show you, it has to tell you. It's doing more telling than showing. It thinks that the viewer is so dumb that they can't read what's happening on screen. It has to be exposited to you all the time. And then the dog clan protected dude is able to leave the prison and he goes to a brothel and he wants to pay for the services of the brothel using his pendant, and he notices his pendant is missing. Remarkably stupid. It was only taken so that he can go end up interacting with the Lark Lady again. And then we have this scene where the Lark Lady escapes prison. As we said, she's a Marisu type character. She's very good at everything. She will escape prison. She's good at throwing daggers. She's good at fighting. She's good at playing music. She has no flaws. She's perfect. Madame Awesome and very unrelatable. She ends up interacting with this girl, the girl who has the fits, and the girl ends up having like this vision, and literally it is being expounded to you right to your face, looking in the camera and saying all that stuff. Incredibly bad and nauseating. The show was so bad, I literally have painkillers. Like, I literally had to take a pair of painkillers. That's how bad it was. It just left me with an incredibly bad headache. They have this scene where the Lark meets up with her sister and then ends up living with her, and then some assassins show up, and the assassins manage to kill the Lark's sister. And then the Lark, the musician lady, ends up saying, "Show yourself, come out here and fight me." I'm wondering to myself, why? Why should they come out and fight you? They just killed your sister while hidden in the bush somewhere. They can just do the same thing to you right now. But the reason they need to come out and fight you in person is because, well, we need a scene to show how awesome she is at fighting. Incredibly dumb script. Incredibly dumb script. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I hate it so much. Then there's this one scene where the dog clan dude is fighting a guy. He's not even fighting. The guy tries to run away. And while running away, that dude actually stops. He's running away, then he stops for a couple of seconds so that the axe that the dog clan dude is throwing hits him. My goodness. Then they have this scene where they have all the clan members meet up, and they show that the Raven clan warriors are all women. That was surprising to me. I don't know. I'm not conversant with Witcher law, but is that supposed to be happening? I don't know. I found that to be very odd. Then they get attacked by a monster. The monster is laughably bad. Very bad CG, and then it's in the dark just to hide how bad it looks. They have this scene, the Lark Lady and the Dog Clan lady and the Dog Clan dude have this scene where they're like, how can we move forward if we can't trust each other? Therefore, we have to do, like a blood oath type thing. And in my head, I'm thinking, why? You just came from saying, how can we trust each other? You have not done anything to earn each other's trust. It's happening because the script requires it to happen. I hate these scenes with Lenny Henry. He's playing the Black Gandalf character. He creates this portal, goes to another world, and then he's talking to this entity that looks like a floating kidney or whatever. And he's like, I want chaos magic. And then it cuts away from him. You're not building this guy in any way. I don't care about him. He has no character other than just doing whatever the script tells him to do. Then in the end, our two main characters, the Lark Lady and Dog Clan dude, they end up going to meet with Chinese woman. Why is there a Chinese woman in a show that is predominantly European? In fact, there's this scene where Dogland dude talks to a really black guy and then calls him cousin. Bro, that's not your cousin. Come on. I don't know if the term cousin is meant to be figurative, but they chose like the darkest dude ever to interact with the Dog Clan guy and call him cousin. And I was like, wow, the wokeness is just, it's so strong and in your face. I hate it. I hate it so much. Then Skian, the Chinese woman is called Skian. That's her character's name. Skian ends up fighting with the two main characters. Why? Don't know. Just to show how dope she is. She ends up insulting the Dog Clan dude. And then after that, they end up being like, okay, we just fought. Let's live together. Why? Because the script requires it to happen. Literally, she just came from insulting him. And then now they're living together on a quest. Remarkably stupid. Remarkably stupid. God have mercy. This show is a 2 out of 10 for me. I have nothing positive to say about it. Nothing, absolutely nothing positive to say about it. And I don't know if I'll be able to sit through episode 2, 3, 4, because if I can't sit through episode 1 without getting a headache, how will I be able to survive the other episodes?